Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Pidgeot. The last time we saw Pidgeot battle, it had the moveset of Gust, Quick Attack, Wing Attack, and Double Edge. Let's spice it up a bit more and make it tougher. This new moveset will be Air Slash, Aerial Ace, Steel Wing, and U-Turn. These are just great moves for a flying type Pokemon, Air Slash and Aerial Ace providing that speed and stab attack, Steel Wing and U-Turn being coverage, and U-Turn being a great pivot move for Pidgeot. And U-Turn also allows Pidgeot to deal with Psychic-type Pokemon as well as Dark-type Pokemon. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Pidgeot? Let's give Ash's Butterfree a brand new moveset. Last time it battled, it knew Tackle, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, and Whirlwind. Yeah, this is not good by any means, so in this day and age it can be much better. Its brand new moveset will be Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Psychic, and Quiver Dance. If you've been on the channel long enough, you know in the past I've mentioned how I used this moveset on my Butterfree named MVP, Most Valuable Bug, in my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough back in 2018. This moveset would be perfect for Butterfree. Quiver Dance to boost its special attack and special defense, Air Slash for that flying stab, Bug Buzz for the great bug stab, and then Psychic as a wonderful coverage move to deal with poison types as well as fighting type Pokemon. Butterfree would be an absolute unit if it knew this moveset. But what moves do you think Ash's Butterfree should know? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Bulbasaur. Last time it battled, Bulbasaur's moveset was Vine Whip, Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, and Solar Beam. Let's change it up. The only move we're keeping is the iconic Solar Beam. The rest of the moves are gonna go. So Bulbasaur's new moveset is gonna be Solar Beam, Vine Whip will upgrade into Power Whip, Speed Bomb, and finally a poison type move being Sludge Bomb. So it's still all grass type moves, but I think Bulbasaur excels in that, and it's still a great battler regardless of its lack of coverage, and it needs a poison type move being a Sludge Bomb, a nice offensive poison type move that I think would help a lot. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Bulbasaur? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Charizard. Last time in Black and White, its moveset was Flash, Wing Attack, Dragon Tail, and Flamethrower. I mentioned in a previous video how this was a subtle reference to Lance's Charizard's moveset in the Gold Silver Crystal games. But let's keep Dragon Tail and Flamethrower and get rid of Slash and Wing Attack. Let's give Ash's Charizard Rock Slide and Air Slash. I believe Ash could take a page out of Leon's book and teach his own Charizard Air Slash, but instead of Ancient Power, switch it up with Rock Slide. This also keeps Ash's moveset pretty unique among all the other Charizards we've seen in the anime. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Charizard? Let's create a brand new moveset for Ash's Squirtle. Last time it battled, it had the moveset of Hydro Pump, Rapid Spin, Water Gun, and Skull Bash. So let's replace some of these moves. Let's keep Skull Bash and Hydro Pump. Those are extremely iconic and I can't see Squirtle forgetting those moves. But let's replace Water Gun and Rapid Spin with Ice Beam and Focus Punch. Ice Beam is a classic Ice-type move and a coverage move that all Water-type Pokemon should have, and Focus Punch just gives it a bit more coverage to go up against a wider variety of opponents, and I could see Squirtle dealing some heavy damage with this move. So Squirtle's new moveset is Hydro Pump, Skull Bash, Focus Punch, and Ice Beam. What moveset would you give to Ash's Squirtle? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's long-forgotten Primeape. Last time it battled, it had Scratch, Mega Kick, Thrash, and Seismic Toss. But now that we've got so many moves available to us, I have a perfect moveset for Primeape. Let's keep Thrash and replace all the other moves. Let's add on Close Combat, Stomping Tantrum, and the newly revealed Rage Fist. Rage Fist would be perfect for Primeape. It's a signature move for this Pokemon now and would allow it to evolve into Annihilate. Stomping Tantrum would be perfect for this angry monkey Pokemon, and Close Combat would be a monstrously strong fighting type stab move to give Primeape. But what would you give Ash's Primeape for a brand new moveset? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Lapras. Lapras only knew two moves the last time we saw it, being Ice Beam and Water Gun. So let's finish up that moveset. We'll keep Ice Beam, upgrade Water Gun to Hydro Pump, and then add on Psychic and Surf. Surf is a great iconic move for Lapras to learn, and it was the transport Pokemon throughout the Orange Islands, so Surf seems like a very reasonable move to give it. And then for some coverage, we'll give it the powerful Psychic type move. Mystic Umbreon has said in his best team videos that Psychic is a great move to give to Lapras, and I can see why. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Lapras? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Kingler. Last time it battled, it had Vice Grip, Bubble, Water Gun, Crab Hammer, and Hyper Beam. Impressive, 5 moves. But let's keep Crab Hammer and replace the others. We'll add on Metal Claw, Bubble Beam, and Hammer Arm. Metal Claw and Hammer Arm make great use of Kingler's claws, as those are a great part of its body to make use in battle. And then Bubble Beam is an iconic water-type move that would be great for Ash to use. So this takes advantage of Kingler's anatomy to succeed in battle. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Kingler? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Muck. Muck, like Lapras, only had 2 moves in its arsenal, Sludge Bomb and Body Slam, so we'll keep those are pretty good moves, but let's add on Dark Pulse and Poison Jab. Let's add a physical Poison type move in Poison Jab, and for some coverage we'll give it Dark Pulse. I think it's a really good move for Muck to use, and I use this with my own Muck named Venom in my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough. This would be a very solid moveset for Ash to use on his Muck, but what moves would you give to Ash's Muck? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Quilava. Last time it battled in the Sinnoh League, it knew Eruption, Flame Wheel, Aerial Ace, and Flamethrower. So I think it's pretty safe to say we can keep Eruption, Flame Wheel, and Aerial Ace. That's pretty good. But let's replace Flamethrower with Wild Charge. There's not really a need to have 3 Fire-type moves, and Aerial Ace is pretty good for coverage. Adding on Wild Charge allows Quilava to deal with Water-type Pokemon in battle, and I think it's a pretty powerful Electric-type move, also a physical one that Quilava can make great use of. What do you think of this moveset? What moves would you give to Ash's Quilava? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Bayleaf. Last time Bayleaf battled in the Johto League, its moveset was Body Slam, Headbutt, Vine Whip, and Razor Leaf. We can definitely fix this up. The only move we're gonna keep is Body Slam. It's pretty good and can cause paralysis. Let's replace all the other moves with Magical Leaf as an upgrade to Razor Leaf, Giga Drain for recovery, and Light Screen so Bayleaf can have a little more of a defense. Magical Leaf, of course, is a better version of Razor Leaf, and I think Bayleaf should have stronger moves at this point. With Giga Drain, it's always a great option to have some recovery on your moveset, and this would help Bayleaf stay in the battle longer. And then with Light Screen, again, it's a defensive move that will decrease damage from special attacks, most notably Fire and Ice, which Bayleaf can struggle with. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Bayleaf? Let's create a brand new moveset for Ash's Totodile. Last time it battled, it knew Bite, Water Gun, Headbutt, and Scary Face, and this entire moveset is getting an overhaul. The brand new moveset is gonna be Ice Fang, Water Pulse, Crunch, and Scald. We have to give it Water Stab, so let's add on 2 powerful moves, being Water Pulse and Scald. Now they're pretty middle of the road, but they're much better than Water Gun. Then there's Crunch and Ice Fang, some coverage moves that allow Totodile to make use of its strong jaw and the fact that it just loves to bite things a lot. I think this brand new moveset would be perfect for Totodile and allow it to be more effective in battle. But what moves would you give to Ash's Totodile? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Noctowl. Last time it battled in the Sinnoh League, it knew Air Slash, Sky Attack, Extra Sensory, and Confusion. Now this is such a good moveset, but we still have to tweak it just a little. Let's keep all the moves except Confusion and replace it with Moonblast. Since Noctowl is based off owls, obviously, and those are nocturnal animals, I think Moonblast would just really fit with the theme of Noctowl as a Pokemon. It's also a fairy type move, so that allows it to hit dragon types for super effective damage, and I think that would be a really great addition to its arsenal. But what moves do you think fit best with Ash's Noctowl? Let's upgrade the moveset of Ash's Donphan. Last time it battled, it knew Defense Curl, Takedown, Rollout, and Hyper Beam. So the only one we're gonna keep is the iconic Rollout. Let's replace the other 3 with Body Press, Bulldoze, and Heavy Slam. Donphan is a decently heavy Pokemon, being a ground type after all and based on an elephant, so I think Heavy Slam would be great, and it's a steel type coverage move that could do plenty of damage and is able to hit fairy types. Then there's Body Press and Bulldoze, some great physical moves, fighting and ground type moves that I think would help out Donphan a lot in battle. Plus I think they definitely work well with its anatomy, and if it's getting momentum from Rollout, imagine it launching itself in the air to use Body Press or Heavy Slam. That would do some damage. But what moves would you give to Ash's Donphan? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Heracross. Last time it battled in the Sinnoh League, its moveset was Hyper Beam, Sleep Talk, Horn Attack, and Mega Horn. This is pretty good, and it actually proved to be quite a useful moveset in the Sinnoh League, but let's change it up. We'll keep Horn Attack and Mega Horn as they make use of Heracross's huge horn on its body, but let's give it Focus Punch and Throat Chop. Heracross is a fighting type, so it needs some fighting stab, and I think Focus Punch would be a good move. Brick Break and Close Combat also work here. And then there's Throat Chop, just a bit of diversity and a bit of a strong dark type move for Heracross to take advantage of. Plus, this would allow it to stand up to psychic types as that is one of its biggest weaknesses. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Heracross? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's iconic Sceptile. Its most recent moveset was Leaf Blade, Leaf Storm, Quick Attack, and Solar Beam. But let's upgrade this and make it a bit better. We're gonna keep Leaf Blade and Leaf Storm, those are pretty iconic, we can't change those. But let's add on Drain Punch and Breaking Swipe. Sceptile has the ability to Mega Evolve, and when it does, it becomes a Dragon type as well. So I think Breaking Swipe for a bit of Dragon Stab would be good if Ash ever Mega Evolved his Sceptile. And then Drain Punch is just a nice coverage move because I can see Sceptile being very agile in battle and unlocking some fighting type coverage. Drain Punch would also help Sceptile stay in the battle a little while longer. What do you think Sceptile's new moveset should be? Let's give an updated moveset to Ash's Swallow. It actually did receive an updated moveset in Pokemon Journeys, just like Ash's Corphish. Its most recent moveset was Air Slash, Aerial Ace, Quick Attack, and Double Team. So let's keep Air Slash and Aerial Ace and add on Steel Wing and U-Turn. Now if you've seen the moveset that I gave to Ash's Pidgeot, it's very similar to the one I gave Ash's Pidgeot. But I just think that this moveset works so well in terms of coverage and stab moves that Swallow can use, and I think they just go well with this Pokemon's battling style. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Swallow? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Torkoal. The last time it battled, its moveset was Iron Defense, Body Slam, Heat Wave, and Flamethrower. Not so bad, but Torkoal can do better. So let's make its new moveset be Iron Defense, Stone Edge, Shell Smash, and Flamethrower. I think that works much better, and Shell Smash can be a great way to boost Torkoal's stats and give it a bit of an edge in battle. And then with Stone Edge, I just think that's a really good coverage move, and I can see it being used like Ash's Torterra, although Torkoal is a bit more agile. So I can only imagine the creative battling strategies that Ash could come up with using Torkoal's speed alongside Stone Edge. But what new moves would you give to Ash's Torkoal? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Corphish. Corphish actually did receive an updated moveset in Pokemon Journeys when it battled against Misty's Politoed, and last time its moveset was Metal Claw, Aqua Jet, Crab Hammer, and Bubble Beam. This is pretty good. So let's keep 3 of these moves and replace Bubble Beam with Mud Shot. Mud Shot is here purely for coverage as Corphish needs a way to handle electric type Pokemon. The other 3 moves I think are pretty good, and I'm surprised Pokemon Journeys actually took the time to update Corphish's moveset. So with these 4 moves, I think Corphish would do great in battle. But what moves would you give to Ash's Corphish? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Glalie. The last time it was in action, its moveset was Ice Beam, Headbutt, Double Team, and Icy Wind. And yeah, this is not the best moveset, so let's make it better. Glalie's new moveset is going to be Ice Beam, Headbutt, Gyro Ball, and Chilling Water. I think Chilling Water would be a great move for Glalie to use, and while it's not stab, I think it does provide great coverage to handle fire-type Pokemon, and it also gives it a way to handle with rock and ground types as well. Then there's Gyro Ball. Glalie's not that fast, so if it uses Gyro Ball, and it's a pretty strong Pokemon, I think that would be amazing for Ash to utilize in battle. What moveset do you think would fit best with Ash's Glalie? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's incredible Torterra. Please ignore its win rate in the Pokemon anime. Torterra is one of Ash's select Pokemon that got an upgraded moveset in Pokemon Journeys. Its last moveset was Leaf Storm, Frenzy Plant, Rock Climb, and Synthesis. But let's take a page out of Paul's battling book and make its new moveset Leaf Storm, Frenzy Plant, Earth Power, and Stone Edge. Paul has shown that Stone Edge is a very versatile move to use in Torterra's arsenal, as it helps out against ice and flying type Pokemon and even fire types. And then there's Earth Power, which is a great ground stab move that Torterra desperately needs to take advantage of. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Torterra? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's legendary Infernape. Last time it battled in Pokemon Journeys, its moveset was Flare Blitz, Mach Punch, Flamethrower, and Dig. And this is such a great moveset, but we gotta change it up just a bit. It's gonna be Flare Blitz, Mach Punch, Flamethrower, and Acrobatics. We're gonna take a page out of Leon's book and give Ash's Fire Monkey Acrobatics. If we've seen anything from Leon's Grass Monkey Rillaboom, Acrobatics is deadly. This Pokemon knocked out so many opponents in the Masters 8, it is absurd. This Rillaboom is built different. So let's give this move to Ash's Infernape with how nimble and agile it is, and I think Infernape could definitely do some damage, especially when Blaze is activated. But what moveset would you give Ash's Infernape? Bye. Let's give a brand new moveset to Ash's Buizel. Last time it battled, its moveset was Ice Punch, Aqua Jet, Water Gun, and Sonic Boom. Pretty good, but it can be better. Its new moveset will be Ice Punch, Aqua Jet, Liquidation, Brick Break. Ice Punch is a great coverage move, and Aqua Jet is too iconic to change, especially considering there's Ice Aqua Jet specific to Ash's Buizel. But Liquidation is a great physical water stab move, and given Buizel's resilient fighting spirit and the ability to go head-on in battle, I think this move is perfect for him. And then there's Brick Break, just a good coverage move to give Buizel a little bit of more versatility in battle. Plus, it can take out Rock-type Pokemon with this move as well. But what moveset would you give to Ash's Buizel? Let's give Ash's Gible a brand new moveset. Last time it battled, it knew Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Rock Smash, and Dig. It's pretty good, not gonna lie, but we can make it better. So its new moveset is gonna be Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, and Iron Head. Draco Meteor and Dragon Pulse are of course great dragon stab moves, so we don't need to change those. But to counter ice types, we definitely gotta give it Flamethrower, and a fire-breathing dragon is always cool. Then there's Iron Head. Fairy types have now been introduced since Gible's been introduced to Ash's team, so it needs a way to handle those, and Iron Head is perfect for this little dragon type. But what new moves would you give to Ash's Gible? Let's give a brand new moveset to Ash's Unfezant. Its last moveset was Aerial Ace, Air Cutter, Gust, and Quick Attack. Not the best moveset. Let's change it up to Aerial Ace, Sky Attack, Steel Wing, and Heat Wave. Bet you didn't see that move coming, did ya? Aerial Ace is an iconic flying type move that Ash loves to use, plus it learned it in its gym battle against Skyla, so we'll keep that. Sky Attack is a much stronger flying type move that Ash should take advantage of. And then there's Steel Wing, which is a great option for any flying type Pokemon. And then there's Heat Wave. I thought it'd be nice to switch it up and give it a more unique move. I was surprised to learn that Unfezant can learn Heat Wave, and it can help deal with ice type Pokemon. I think it's perfect. Plus it gives it an edge against steel types too, so there's that. But what moveset do you think Unfezant should have? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Oshawott. Its last moveset was Aqua Jet, Razor Shell, Hydro Pump, and Tackle. And Ash could have done a little better with this moveset. So its new moveset is gonna be Aqua Jet, Razor Shell, X-Scissor, and Blizzard. Considering how many powerful moves Ash decided to give his Unova team for some reason, I'm surprised Oshawott didn't get Blizzard as a coverage move. This would really help against a grass-type Pokemon for Oshawott. Then there's X-Scissor. It can use its Scald Chop for this move in battle, and considering it uses its Scald Chop for Razor Shell, I think this would be perfect. What moveset would you give to Ash's Oshawott? Let's give Ash's Pignite a new moveset. Its last moveset was Brick Break, Fire Pledge, Flamethrower, and Flame Charge. Not a lot of coverage, just stab moves for its typing, so let's fix it up. Its new moveset is gonna be Brick Break, Fire Pledge, Stone Edge, and Wild Charge. Brick Break is a great fighting stab move, so we can keep that. Plus, this move is what knocked out Cameron's Hydreigon. And then Fire Pledge is a signature starter move introduced in Gen 5, and I think it looks really cool. So we'll keep that. Stone Edge is great for countering flying-type Pokemon, which it's weak to. And then there's Wild Charge, which can counter flying and water-type Pokemon. I think this moveset allows Pignite to handle a lot of different opponents and would make it a much heavier threat on Ash's team. But what moveset do you think Pignite should have? Let's give a new moveset to Ash's Snivy. The last time it battled, its moveset was Leaf Storm, Leaf Blade, Attract, and Vine Whip. Not really the best, not a lot of coverage. Can we fix that? Let's see. Its new moveset is going to be Leaf Tornado, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain, and Nature Power. Okay, so we couldn't really fix the coverage issue, but let me explain. Giga Drain is good for healing as Snivy is not the strongest of Ash's Pokemon. Leaf Tornado, I don't know why I didn't know this move before, considering Leaf Tornado was signature to Snivy in Generation 5. And then there's Nature Power, just because I think that's a little unique, and Snivy's move pool for itself is not the best. But nonetheless, I think this is still a better moveset than what Ash had for Snivy. But how would you fix Snivy's moveset? Let's give Ash's Scraggy a brand new moveset. Its previous moveset was Focus Blast, Headbutt, Leer, and High Jump Kick. I swear his Univamons had such powerful moves for some reason. But let's make the new moveset Focus Blast, Headbutt, Revenge, and Head Smash. Focus Blast and Headbutt are clearly two incredible moves for Scraggy to use, especially with its personality, and the fact that it had a lot of training go into using Focus Blast, and it just headbutts everything in sight. With that being said, I think Revenge would go good being a fighting type move, and also since it's so close with Pokemon like Axew, if they got hurt in battle, I think Revenge would be a great way to symbolize the friendship. And then Head Smash, an upgraded version of Headbutt, I think goes perfectly with this Pokemon. But what moves would you give to Ash's Scraggy? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Leavanny. Its previous moveset was X-Scissor, Energy Ball, Razor Leaf, and String Shot. Not bad, pretty decent, but let's change it up. Its new moveset will be X-Scissor, Energy Ball, Protect, and Safeguard. X-Scissor and Energy Ball are great stab moves for this Pokemon's Bug and Grass typing. But then we're gonna add on Protect and Safeguard because of this Pokemon's nature. It's a very caring and gentle Pokemon, even having the word nanny in its name. So it's gonna protect and look after all of Ash's Pokemon. So moves like Protect and Safeguard to block attacks and prevent status conditions would be great for Leavanny. But what moves do you think Leavanny should have? Let's give Ash's Palpitoad a brand new moveset. Its moveset was pretty good, being Mudshot, Sludge Wave, Hydro Pump, and Supersonic. I do just want to change one of these moves. We'll keep all of them except Supersonic. We're gonna replace that with Icy Wind. Mudshot and Hydro Pump serve as incredibly good stab moves for this Pokemon. Sludge Wave is a very good coverage move, especially to handle Grass-type Pokemon, and it even has a super effective move against Fairy types with this move. But we're gonna add on Icy Wind as another move that can handle Grass-type Pokemon, but on top of it, it now also has a move that can deal damage to Ground and Flying-type Pokemon. This makes Palpitoad even stronger with this moveset. What moves do you think Palpitoad should have? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Boldore. Its moveset previously was Flash Cannon, Sandstorm, Rock Smash, and Rock Blast. It may have been forgettable, but it had a pretty good moveset. We're gonna keep 3 of these moves being Flash Cannon, Sandstorm, and Rock Smash. Let's replace Rock Blast with Power Gem. All of the other moves are really good. Sandstorm is a great field move that can help out Boldore in battle, plus it wouldn't take any damage from it. Flash Cannon is good steel coverage. Rock Smash definitely packs a punch, as we've seen against Clay's Excadrill. And then Power Gem is here because I just feel that's a bit of a better move than Rock Blast. I believe it is technically a stronger move, and I just think it's cooler. But what moves would you give to Ash's Boldore? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Noivern. Noivern came stacked with Dragon Claw, Boom Burst, Acrobatics, and Supersonic. We'll keep 3 of these moves, except for Supersonic. Let's replace that last move with Flamethrower. Dragon Claw, Boom Burst, and Acrobatics are great for stab for its Dragon and Flying typing, and on top of it, Boom Burst is its signature move, so those all have to stay. The idea of a fire-breathing dragon is super cool, and it always will be. I think we have to give Noivern Flamethrower so that it can deal with its biggest weakness, being Ice-type Pokemon. With this move, Noivern is stronger than ever. But what moves do you think Noivern should have? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Hawlucha. Last time it battled, its moveset was Flying Press, X-Scissor, Karate Chop, and High Jump Kick. Let's change this up just a little bit. We'll keep Flying Press, Karate Chop, and X-Scissor, but we're gonna get rid of High Jump Kick and replace that with Thunder Punch. All of the other moves are really good for its stab typings, along with X-Scissor for a little bit of coverage, but I gotta get rid of High Jump Kick just because of that chance to miss the attack and cause massive damage to itself. So we'll add on Thunder Punch, that way it can deal with its weakness being Flying type Pokemon. A fighting Flying type, so it's still weak to Flying type Pokemon, so with Thunder Punch, it can deal a massive punch Flying type opponents, and even deal super effective damage to Water types. Well, what moveset would you give to Ash's Hawlucha? Let's make a brand new moveset for Ash's Goodra. Being his first fully evolved pseudo-legendary Pokemon, its moveset was Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, Rain Dance, and Bide. This is pretty good, I wouldn't change much, but we're gonna replace Bide with Surf. Ice Beam and Dragon Pulse are great coverage against other Dragon-type Pokemon, and Dragon Stab as well. Rain Dance makes use of its hydration ability in order to heal status conditions, and then Surf is there just for a bit of extra coverage rather than using Bide. I mean, Bide was a good move to use against Clement's Luxray, but I think we can agree Surf would be a bit of a better move to use. Raihan even has Surf on his Goodra in the Masters 8, but what moves do you think Ash's Goodra should have used? Let's make a brand new moveset for Satoshi Gekoga. Greninja's moveset in the XYZ anime was Water Shuriken, Cut, Aerial Ace, and Double Team. This is near perfect, but we gotta replace Cut for Night Slash. It's incredible that Greninja did not have a Dark-type stab move and instead opted for Cut, which is also an HM move in the games. I don't know why Ash likes to give his Pokemon HM moves, they don't work out that great. Well, I mean, except for Cut, but that's besides the point. Of course, Water Shuriken is its signature move, Double Team is great for this Pokemon as a ninja, and Aerial Ace is just really good for it to use in battle. But Night Slash, of course, gives it Dark-type stab, which it desperately needs and is much better than Cut. But what moveset would you give to Satoshi Gekoga? Let's make a new moveset for the god Rowlet. Ash's Rowlet knew Brave Bird, Feather Dance, Seed Bomb, and Razor Leaf. This is damn near perfect, but we are going to switch out Razor Leaf for Shadow Claw. Brave Bird and Seed Bomb are amazing stab, grass, and flying type moves, and especially because Seed Bomb is so unique to Rowlet since it uses an Everstone in order to launch Seed Bomb. And Feather Dance was also taught to it by its mentor Toucanon that we were introduced to in the beginning of the series. However, I'm giving it Shadow Claw because of the hint that Rowlet would be a sneaky battler in the beginning of the series when we saw Ash go up against Totem Gumshoes. They never went through with Rowlet's sneaky battle style except maybe with Feather Dance, but that's why Shadow Claw is here. What moves would you give to Ash's Rowlet? Make a brand new moveset for Ash's Mighty Incineroar. Last time it battled, it knew Fire Blast, Darkest Lariat, Revenge, and Flame Charge. These are powerful and signature moves, so we'll keep Fire Blast and Darkest Lariat and change it up so that it knows Outrage and Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is just a good coverage move in order to deal with Water-type Pokemon in battle, and Outrage is just a very strong Dragon-type move that I think this Pokemon should know. If it battles a Dragon-type opponent, this will absolutely help. Fire Blast, of course, is its signature powerful move that it used throughout the Sun and Moon anime, and Darkest Lariat is, of course, its signature move and the move that it needs to know in order to use its Z-move, Malicious Moonsault. I think it's a fantastic moveset for Ash's Incineroar, but what moves would you give it? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's incredible Lycanroc. Its previous moveset was Stone Edge, Counter, Accelerock, and Bite. Another near-perfect moveset, but we need to make some adjustments. We will switch out Bite for Fire Fang. Fire Fang is good to deal with Ice and Grass-type Pokemon and even go up against Steel-type Pokemon. Stone Edge, of course, is signature for both Gladion and Ash's Lycanroc in the anime. Accelerock is its signature move that it definitely needs to keep, and then Counter was, of course, the iconic move used by both Ash and Gladion in the finals of the Alola League, so I can't see Lycanroc forgetting any of those moves. Fire Fang, on the other hand, is definitely going to help out, and maybe Incineroar could teach Lycanroc how to use this move. But what moves would you give to Ash's Dusk Lycanroc? Let's give a brand new moveset to Ash's Melmetal. In fact, Melmetal is one of a few Pokemon that Ash owns that only knew two moves, those being Flash Cannon and Double Iron Bash. So let's finish up this moveset with Dynamic Punch and Mega Punch. It's got big steel arms and hands, so it's definitely got to make use of those with big physical attacks like Dynamic Punch and Mega Punch. Dynamic Punch is here for fighting coverage, and Mega Punch is just a neutral normal move that will definitely pack quite a punch. I think it would do great damage with these moves in battle, and I think it's a pretty good moveset. But what moves would you give to Ash's Melmetal? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Dragonite. During the course of Pokemon Journeys, Dragonite's moveset was Draco Meteor, Dragon Claw, Hurricane, and Dragon Dance. We'll keep Draco Meteor, Dragon Claw, and Hurricane, but let's switch out Dragon Dance for Fire Punch. I know Dragon Dance is a very versatile and useful move in order to raise both attack and speed, as well as offer some defense in terms of Ash's Dragonite. Considering he used the other moves just a bit more, I think Fire Punch would be better, as this would offer some offensive coverage against Ice types. And with Dragonite being a Dragon Flying type, it's 4 times weak to this typing, so I think some coverage with Fire Punch would definitely do this Dragon some good. But what moves would you give to Dragonite? Let's make a new moveset for Ash's Surfetch'd. Surfetch'd used the moveset of Fury Cutter, Brutal Swing, Meteor Assault, and Detect. Now we're gonna get rid of Detect because he really didn't use that move too much, so let's replace it with Poison Jab. Detect did come in handy at certain points in Pokemon Journeys, but just not enough to warrant keeping this move. We're gonna give it Poison Jab, as this move would be more versatile, give him access to the poison typing, and it would deal super effective damage against the grass types as well as Fury Cutter. But more importantly, Poison Jab is here in order to deal super effective damage to fairy types. Ash battled quite a few different fairy types throughout the course of the PWC and Pokemon journeys, and having Poison Jab allows him to have a very good move to deal damage against this very powerful typing. What moves would you give to Ash's Sirfetch'd? Let's give Ash's Dracovish a brand new moveset. It came packed with Ice Fang, Dragon Rush, Vicious Rend, and Water Gun, and one of these moves is not like the other. Can you tell which one it is? That's right, it's Water Gun! Water Gun is the move we need to get rid of, and we'll replace it with Iron Head. Now, Dracovish being a Dragon Water-type Pokemon, it's susceptible to attacks from Fairy types, so having Iron Head would help it out a lot, and it had a notable Fairy-type opponent being Dresna's Mega Altaria during the course of the Ultra class. Had Dracovish had Iron Head during this battle, maybe it would have won a bit more easily. It's definitely better than Water Gun, that's for sure. But what moves would you give to Ash's Dracovish?